How a woman swerved off a 200-foot cliff and survived 7 days trapped on a secluded beach.
The Monterey County Sheriff's Office, they just finished their update on the rescue of Angela Hernandez. As you know, she was found at the bottom of a cliff after her car crashed more than 200 feet. The Sheriff's Office says it's difficult even for a fit person to handle the rocky shoreline.
In July 2018, a 23-year-old woman named Angela Hernandez embarked on a road trip from her home in Oregon to Southern California. She was excited to visit her sister and soak up some sun on the beaches of Big Sur, a scenic coastal area renowned for its rugged beauty. However, her journey took a terrifying turn when her Jeep Cherokee plunged over a cliff and crashed onto the rocky shoreline below. Angela was trapped in the wreckage for 7 days, enduring pain, dehydration, and hunger before being miraculously rescued by hikers who heard her cries for help. Angela's survival story is nothing short of a miracle, and it has captivated the world with its blend of tragedy, resilience, and hope. In the aftermath of the accident, Angela's family and friends feared the worst, as she had no phone signal and had not been heard from since leaving on her trip. Her worried sister reported her missing, and a massive search operation was launched, involving helicopters, drones, and rescue teams combing the rugged terrain for any sign of Angela. Days turned into a week, and hope began to fade as the searchers found no trace of Angela. Meanwhile, Angela was fighting for her life in a desperate bid to stay alive. Her Jeep had tumbled over 200 feet down a steep cliff, and she had been thrown from the vehicle and landed on the beach below. She suffered a concussion, a broken collarbone, and several fractured ribs, which made it hard for her to breathe and move. She was also severely dehydrated, having only a few bottles of water with her when the accident occurred. She rationed her water and tried to stay warm at night by curling up in the back seat of the Jeep. Despite her injuries and isolation, Angela refused to give up. She wrote notes to her family, asking for help and telling them how much she loved them. She also scrawled help in big letters on the sand, hoping that someone would see it from above. She prayed and meditated to keep her spirits up, drawing on her inner strength and resilience to keep going. She says that she felt the presence of her late father, who had died of cancer years earlier, and that his spirit gave her the courage to survive. Finally, on the 7th day of her ordeal, 2 hikers named Chelsea Moore and Chad Moore were hiking along the shoreline and heard Angela's faint cries for help. They followed her voice and discovered her trapped in the wreckage, barely conscious but still alive. They called for help and stayed with her until the rescuers arrived, helping to keep her warm and calm. Angela was airlifted to a nearby hospital, where she received treatment for her injuries and was reunited with her family. Angela's survival is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the will to live. Despite the odds stacked against her, she refused to give up and fought to stay alive. Her story has inspired millions of people around the world, and she has become a symbol of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. Angela has since shared her story in interviews and on social media, hoping to encourage others to never give up on life, no matter how difficult the journey may seem.